Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Feed Me Pixels channel. I'm your host, Larry the Chupacabra, joined by my robot sidekick slash robot dog, Papersharps, and we are back for some more Osiris New Dawn, which just came out into Steam Early Access. It's a space survival sim.
Welcome to another video. I hope you enjoy. Press like or else.
Yes, or else Papersharps will do the thing. So we just kind of had a walkabout to find out where all of the resources are in this new playthrough that we're doing, because the map is pretty static where all this stuff is, but you get spawned in different areas, and I will say, the map is massive. So you will have lots of room if you wanted to play this game at home with your friends, on a server. Like, you might be a little bit work to run into each other, and you'd probably have to use this map in order to do that. Unfortunately, they're really, besides finding your coordinates, until you start getting some items that make the map useful, the map is just kind of there. It's not really all that necessary for your playthrough.
Okay, you fondle around with the map, like put markers on it or something?
You can put down, like, scanning towers that let you find other players that are trying to come murder you, because there is quite a bit of PvP, it sounds like, in multiplayer.
Right.
And it'll also tell you where, like, resources are in the area. So if you can't see something, it'll tell you if it's, like, hiding behind a rock or something. And, you know, there's just a bunch of different mechanics in there that I still need to play around with, because some of the building can be a little expensive in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I do a fair bit of the farming off-screen in between episode sessions.
Which we didn't do this time, by the way.
Nope.
Disclosure.
But what we are looking for is over there. You might not be able to see it yet. There's a twinkle of green. One of the materials that we need to build stuff in this game is quite heavy. It is plutonium. It's something that North Korea is probably going to, like, email me about getting some, but yeah, we got some plutonium that we need. And hey, there's a crawler over there that looks like the aliens...
Sure they can't reach you? Was it North Korea completely crashed last time by Reddit?
Oh yeah, that's right. Reddit found out that somebody accidentally published externally all of North Korea's public sites, which are all controlled by the government. And they used them so much in like 10 seconds that the whole of North Korea's internet crashed, basically.
Fun fact, GTA 5 has more websites than the whole of North Korea.
It's true. So you see this guy, Sharps.
And then 58 in GTA 5. Hey, that's a crawler.
Yeah, he looks an awful lot like the aliens from Independence Day. There he comes. He's gonna get all spitty. Hey, friend. Hey, friendo.
Gosh darn.
Ow! Oh, shit. Shit.
Looks like someone's a little friendly.
Yeah, he's touchy. What you want to avoid is having him puncture your suit, because that can be a little rough and tumble.
They all turn into the same alien meat, though, don't they?
Yeah, there's not a lot of different stuff for that just yet. They are working on some more content, but some of those crawlers, like, they spit weird blue goo at you, and I can't quite figure out if it does anything. It's certainly, after I fought the first one, a bunch of critters and crawlies decided to come and, well, meteors, most notably, fell out of the sky. Not sure what causes that. Not sure if that's directly related to the crawler. I've not seen another crawler since then. Not seen any of them try to spit at me, so I'm not really sure what the deal might be. Now, I haven't explored this very much, but there is a large desert at the edge of many areas of this map, and this could be the boundary of the game. I'm not 100% on that, but there is a big desert, and to me that says that that might be an intentional, like, zone boundary in between areas as they develop. And eventually, once I'm not carrying stuff with me at the edge of the environment, I'll probably go and see if it just insta-kills me if I go in there.
Yay, plutonium.
Yes. Unfortunately, much like real plutonium, it is extremely heavy. So we're already...
encumbered.
Yeah, we're over encumbered. Now,
you're at 167 capacity.
Yeah, we can't just, like, sprint around, but I have been abusing my thrusters, my jet boots, to get around because it's just a lot faster. And so long as we don't reach, you know, 200%, like I just did there, We should be able to keep jetting around as long as I put my tools away.
So it's basically a little bit of the Skyrim method, you just slow down a bit.
Yep. You can't sprint, but you can still jetpack. And I'm guessing jetpacks aren't meant to be abused as much as I do, but, you know. You gotta use it while you got it, man.
Like, you're new with a little bit of abuse. Wink.
Winkety wink wink. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Charlie might try to butt touch me. I am on the edge of his territory. With those blue trees. First time I was in here, the ground started to shake. When I was just staring at those trees, trying to decide if I was supposed to be able to farm from them or not. And then, just here comes Charlie, and I just took 2 steps backwards, and he's landed at my feet and went underground. I'm like, huh. I'm gonna try and make Charlie the Worm meta now. Gonna try. Gonna try to get that up on a wiki somewhere.
You're just gonna put it in yourself, aren't you?
Oh, I hope so. Or at least, maybe I'll put together some tutorials for this, and we can get FMP's Osiris tutorials up on the, like, official Osiris wiki.
Then we get a nice picture of Charlie the Worm when he's angry and hungry.
Although it's an interesting sort of juxtaposition as a video creator, because a lot of games you get a hold of with 0 documentation. They're just like, here's a game, have fun, don't do this and this or you'll explode. But they don't tell you, like, how does the building work? What do I need? And this game is one of those that's a little bit on the non-intuitive side as far as building is concerned. Because you build that shell of this structure, and each one of these little panels on the side, you have to build those separately because they're modular so that you can build, like, expansion slots so that you can put hallways out from it. So it's a little weird at first, because every machine that you can have a second set of interaction options when you pull out your multi-tool.
Just gonna segue from that, and I said games and documentation. Yesterday I finally got a rare replay in my mill, and I just noticed that they're really discouraging to buy games physically nowadays. There isn't even a freaking physical booklet in there. It's so boring.
Yeah, I understand that, though, on some level. Just because if people aren't really going to use it, why make it, right?
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm just a little spoiled brat.
I actually have a pile of books from all of my other games that are sitting in a drawer in the room next to me. Because I took the games out of the packaging because I didn't want the packaging hanging around. But, you know, some of that actually has important information in it, like you need a registration code or else the game will fuck up after a certain point.
Right. I still have, like, the old booklets from the Game Boy games. Those booklets were freaking thick. Because they were, like, they were written in 10 languages, and they were all piled together.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, here's that gas plumes. And gas you have to collect with barrels that will serve as, like, storage and transporting for that stuff, but it takes a lot of gas to create different things.
Oh god, that looks like my night out Thursday. Those gases over there.
What, just barfy or farty?
Maybe a little bit of both.
First one, then the other, Larry, you silly goose.
I mean, you can do both at the same time.
Yep. Now I'm looking for titanium. And God only knows where I'll find that.
Let's get that mental image out of the head of our viewers.
Just Sharps in, like, some sort of man bikini, running around, drinking.
Whoa, don't escalate it any further, Larry, come on.
What? You don't want the world to know? Where's the fun in that? Oh, hello, this is new. There's a cave down here.
It's the last time I'll send you private snaps.
Oh wait, no, that's not a cave, that's just a chunk of copper. I suppose since we're here, might as well get some. Load up.
Oh, probably nice to know for people watching. I'll probably make some videos in the rare replay collection as well.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I'm gonna check out every one of the 30 games.
We are planning to ramp up some video production here in general as we move along. Papersharps, of course, here is becoming a fancy video game scientist, like for realsies. So he's a little busy right now, getting his official documentation of video game word holery.
Exactly. So next time when there's gonna be a video and there's face cam or something, gonna have a lab code and that sort of thing.
Oh,
just
hey,
so you
I
know.
think I found my other spawn from my other playthrough. Yeah, right here was one of my other spawns, I think. See those trees that look like they have tumors on the top? Those are berry trees. You hit them with a hammer and berries fall out.
Yeah, you're not sure. The actual tumors which just pop when you hit them.
It's like, who knew that tumors were so flavorful? We've been missing out on Earth.
Yeah, what Larry said is true. For people interested, I'm actually working on a master's thesis right now on video games and education.
I'm actually going to cheat and reload into the game because we need more time to get our basic equipment together. And if we're not careful, we will get swarmed. And it happens very quickly.
Actually amazed by the originality of your names there. The top one is just Bacon.
Yep, Bacon, Winkle Dinkle, and I forget what the other one was.
James Paul or something? I don't remember.
Because it's James Cameron, the greatest pioneer. Who's that, James Cameron? Alright. So whenever you log back in and out right now, I think they're going to change that. Resets the time of day, resets your food meters, and resets the robot, so I'll probably have to rename you again, Sharps.
Aw. You gonna call me Derpy Sharps this time?
Alright, so anywho...
Or are you just gonna call me retard like you do in bed?
I mean, one of the two. I just had to yell at somebody real fast. So anyway...
Yeah.
We're gonna go over here, we're gonna explore these berry trees. And there's not like a lot of craziness to it. You just run up, and you can get berries just by smacking on them. Kind of like it's a janky Minecraft mod for the moment. But I think what's really going to end up happening is, as you slap them, berries do fall out of the tree, like right here. And you can pick them up. And I gotta imagine later they're probably just gonna make it so that you have to smack the tree, berries fall out of the tree, then you can pick them up, not just get them directly from the tree.
Would be great if they added a feature where the berries are bigger and actually can pop your head open if you don't watch out.
That would be kind of interesting mechanic, like with coconut trees, more people get concussed by them falling out of the tree than get hurt by climbing the tree.
That would be funny. You are now concussed.
There are different effects in here, like you can get really badly wounded and stuff. You get eaten really fast, so you have to be super duper careful in this game.
But then again, you're quite tasty, Larry. You cannot deny that.
I mean, my backside is Flavortown. Monsters keep telling me, Larry, you just have such a juicy butt. How you do that? I'm like, I don't know. But it's hard to find out if you keep eating me. It's a little awkward, man. Gotta knock that off.
Don't lie there, Larry. Last time a monster said that to you, you were like, oh really? Did you see that? I do work out.
I mean, you're not wrong. Not wrong, Sharps. I totally didn't lick my finger, then, like, touch my butt, like, that's hot. Man, I'm looking for titanium, and I am having no luck finding it.
Nope.
Because this isn't near my other spawn, but, oh, the fucking robot spawned over here with us.
Hi, guys, I'm helping.
Alright, you get to come over here. Yeah, you see it got renamed again, so I'll have you follow me.
Cyrus Mission Personal Assistant. That's a very catchy name.
You know, these military androids, they seem really nice, but the military, like, brain part of it overheats a lot and breaks. Unfortunately, I replaced Papersharps' brain with a robot dog because it was cheap and I was able to buy it at the kiosk before we left for this particular planet.
And he was kind of smarter, I have to...
Oh, we're in Lake Andretta, so this is a former lake or something. Huh. I'm not sure what to make of that information. There's certainly more gas over here, so I guess I can make a note of that.
Sorry.
I'm just really concerned that Charlie is following us and he's gonna pop out any minute.
Wait, can he pop up at multiple points? Is he not at fixed points where he jumps up or something?
He's in... So, like, there's certain craters that the worms can spawn in that you have to be concerned with. Usually where you have to find... What is the name of that material? It's used in creation of steel. So you need to go and get a certain material in there. I'm brain farting it right now. So, in different gas areas, there's usually carbon.
There we
It's
go.
about the most you're gonna get for clues, but some materials do spawn in very specific areas. It's just I'm getting used to where they spawn, and I didn't make a mental note of where titanium spawns, because it usually is right next to my spawn, like, location.
You just went really loud there, and I was just imagining you standing next to me and then just pressing your lips against my ear. Specific areas.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens with online voice chat. It gets derpy.
I just have... My mind always works in pictures. I kind of
I
like
mean,
that
I'm the
one.
same way. Being visual is a really handy tool to have. It was especially abusable for me in college because I would just cram like the rest of the information for like say an art history test into my skull like an hour before I was in class. Ah shit, parasites. So there's
That's
these little
very recognizable.
there's little crawlers on the ground that will try to eat you or bite you. They hang out around these. They hang out around these dead frond trees, like they're a little parasitic organism that eats the trees.
I did that a lot in history class, where you just talked about with like historical paintings and mockeries of historical figures from newspapers. 1 hour before class, done.
Yeah, so what I would do is I would just run through all of my little slides that I made, my little flashcards, and just cram my brain full. Or if we were given a study guide that we could fill out for a test, because they still would do that even in college, I would actually just stare at the study guide to the point where I could see the physical study guide in my head. Oh, there's a spawn. Some of these aliens, the spawn mechanics aren't completely fleshed out yet, so they spawn in the air, and then as they fall, they make a giant plume of dust sometimes.
No, it's Charlie's little kid being derpy again.
Yeah, there's a lot of crab monsters, and at night you get these other types of monstrosities that try to eat your face. But I won't spoil that until we run into them. My god, where is titanium around here? Jeez.
Stanley thought he could fly, but he couldn't.
On the plus side, I do know where our spawn is because of those mushroom trees over here, because unfortunately
castle.
the spawn is controlled by wherever you spawned in when you load into single player, as opposed to where like the server spawn would be. So you guys kind of remember where all of the objects or points of interest are at. I'm probably going to need to set up a new beacon soon too, or else we are going to get hella lost.
Know what I'm saying, fam?
Well, once we find Charlie, we know we're almost home. That's just gonna be my point of reference from now on.
With emphasis on almost, if you don't watch out.
You better watch out. You better not poop yourself. You better wait for the rumbles in the ground. I'm telling you what, 'cause Charlie's going to feed your butt. And the rest of you, probably. So our house is right over there by that rock.
Charlie the Worm. Copyright from Feed Me Pixels.
There's got to be some titanium over here. I'm gonna look for it. Also, there's this random blue grass in different places. Not sure what that signifies, or if it signifies anything. Oh, I can't wait till I get like a moon rover or something to make traveling much, much faster. And hopefully they have like an automated gathering arm. Magnesium! That's what's in this crater with Charlie. Magnesium. You need it to make metal. Like fancy steel and such. But unfortunately, it's guarded by Charles Lindbergh II, the Worm Man.
So we're gonna do some athletics with rings over here with the magnesium. That should be fun. I love doing that.
Yeah, basically you run down, gather up a shit ton of it after Charlie spawns, and you avoid getting bitten in the ass, and then you just book it out of there.
This sounds like athletics enough for today.
Before he spawns the second time, because he will. He'll take a chunk at your butt. Okay, I had problems in one of my other playthroughs finding aluminum, but gee whiz, we have lots of it around here.
Oh, well, maybe we'll find some next time, because I think it's time to call it a day for today.
Yep, that's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here on Feed Me Pixels for some more Osiris. We kind of explored a little bit more. And once we kind of identify where all the resource nodes are in the game, the farming will go a little bit quicker than it is now.
Yep, and there will be some farming off screen as well, so there will be more action.
Yeah, we'll gather up what materials are really readily at hand, and you won't have to see us going back and forth 15,000 times.
And if there's no action next time, I propose you guys give us some subjects to talk about, because this is like the perfect game to just chill out and have a little bit of a discussion and talks.
It's true. It's a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, it's a very relaxed game. Except at nighttime. That will fondle you. You better have a base set up, because you're gonna need it. And lots of bullets.
You guys better be ready for nighttime when that episode airs.
Yep, so that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out feedmepixels.com, twitch.tv/feedmepixelslive for our great cast of live streamers. And whoa,
come hang out on our Discord.
Plume of stuff there. Yeah, we'll put it in the Discord link too, where you can hang out with the Feed Me Pixels crew. And be sure to watch more FMP videos. It's a lot of good stuff. We'll catch you next time.
FMP in your life.
And toodaloo.
Bye-bye.